The Central Asian Report is a program about the ongoing geopolitical trends and the panorama of the present-day realities in Central Asia.
Politics, economics and culture, events, trends and people, all this on one territory. Hello, you're watching the Central Asian Report. In today's episode, One Belt, One Path, the resurrection of the New World. For the first time in the CIS and Central Asia, EXPO 2017. Getting out of the transport deadlock. Life expressed through dance. Geographic proximity and common interests on many geoeconomic issues defines the relations of China with the countries of Central Asia. According to the assessment of analysts, China can offer much more to its partners in the region than anyone else. Investment into key sectors of the economy, construction of a common transport infrastructure, regarding many issues, the countries of the region and China have already found a common language. Our correspondent has more on this and expert assessment of this cooperation. Today, China is a large investor into many economies of the world, including of the countries of the Central Asian region. Lately, it's become an initiator of geostrategic projects in the fields of trade and logistics. For example, such ambitious projects as the revival of the Silk Road in its two versions, on land and water. Experts agree that a global approach may change the architecture of the world economy. Currently, China is becoming the second world economy in terms of the consumer index. Concerning volumes of its economy, this figure is at around 17.4 trillion US dollars. These results are quite serious, and China is a serious partner. Realization of the project One Belt, One Road, within the framework of which the Silk Road will be revived, will give an impetus not only to the economy of China. Work on this intergovernmental project will have a positive effect on the expansion of trade between all its participants. What's more, China is already one of the main partners of Central Asian countries. In terms of trade turnover, it is the second most important partner for Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, and a leading partner for Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan. China is putting more of an emphasis on bilateral relations. The format of relations with the various countries of Central Asia are different in terms of penetration of Chinese capital, its influence and investment. China cooperates with each country within the framework of a specific program that is chosen, taking into consideration concrete realities. For example, in Uzbekistan, the spheres of China's investment projects are light industry and the agro-industrial complex. Here, around 350 enterprises operate with the participation of Chinese capital. Kyrgyzstan is of interest to China from the perspective of development of logistics and optimization of delivery of goods from China through Kyrgyzstan to other countries. A number of regions of Kyrgyzstan suffer from transport-related isolation, and for example, the construction of a road that goes past the shores of Issyk-Kul River is being led by Chinese specialists and is of great importance to the economy of the country. Experts believe that countries of the region that have the largest hydrocarbon reserves will benefit the most from trade and economic cooperation with China. For Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan, new opportunities open up for increasing their supply of raw materials to a country whose economy is one of the fastest growing in the world. Our region, it is of special interest for China mainly as a resource base. These are oil and gas resources and other mineral resources. For Central Asia, what's also important is the fact that China has chosen the same strategy as the region's countries: multilateral economic policy. Strengthening of ties between China and the European Union is also in its interests. Central Asia may play its role as a bridge between two of the largest markets of the world, countries of the European Union and the Asian Pacific region. Energy of the Future, the motto of EXPO 2017. 3 years ago in Paris, during the session of the General Assembly of the International Bureau of Exhibitions, 148 countries chose the city that will host the international exhibition. That city is the capital of Kazakhstan, Astana. This is the first international exhibition that will be held on the territory of the CIS and Central Asia. Our next story is on the preparations for this grand event. 3 years ago, Astana was chosen to host the EXPO exhibition. 50 architects from various countries participated in the international competition for the best design idea. The winner became an American company that has experience in building these type of constructions and using green technologies. On the 24th of April of last year, the president of Kazakhstan symbolically laid a time capsule into the foundation of the construction of an exhibition complex. For now, construction is taking place behind a high fence, but the residents of the capital are following closely the entire preparation process. Around 5 million people are expected to visit the city throughout the 3 months of the exhibition.
Все выставляют все страны, все свои достоинства, все свои новые технологии на будущее.
Representatives of many countries will come to show off their achievements, new technologies. All will gather in Astana in order to present the energy of the future.
Строим планы насчет энергии для будущего, для развития, что мы развиваем в данный момент.
В Астане произведена большая работа в плане освещения. Раньше думал, что большие затраты, оказывается, тут уже,
Significant work has already been done in Astana regarding outdoor lighting. Before, it would require great expenditures, but there are already many energy-saving light bulbs, so work is well underway.
Почерпнем из всего. Тут же как многие страны будут представлять свои какие-то ноу-хау, также, они останутся у нас в республике.
In total, 174 hectares of the left bank, the new center of the city, have been allocated for EXPO 2015. 25 hectares will be occupied by EXPO buildings: the National Pavilion, Pavilion of Best Practice Zone, International and Thematic Pavilion. In total, 38 entities will be built. The main visual attraction, a sphere-shaped building with a diameter of 80 meters.
Основным культурным наследием это архитектура. Это как раз Эйфелева башня в парижской выставке 1890 года, Хрустальный дворец.
Paris got the Eiffel Tower in 1890, London a Crystal Castle, which was destroyed during the World War II bombings, and we will get a sphere-shaped building, which is actually unique as it is for the first time that a building of this shape and size is being built.
Сферы, то есть нигде в мире такого здания нет и пока нигде не проектируется.
More than 3,500 construction workers are working on the realization of this project, and materials which are being used to bring to life this grand architectural idea are all locally produced.
На данном этапе строительства
At the current stage of construction, practically 95% of all materials used are produced at our plants: the concrete, fittings, etc.
арматура, бетон и так далее.
The thematic idea of EXPO 2017 is Energy of the Future. This idea will be reflected in the exhibits. By the way, some of the buildings will be supplied by energy from geothermal sources, and all will be equipped with solar panels. At the top of the sphere, there will be an opening and 2 wind generators, which will be producing the energy for the building. Aside from the exhibits, the entire infrastructure for receiving guests will be put in place. That's around 4,000 apartments and the largest shopping mall in the country, Mega Plaza. Organizers are expecting to commission the buildings before and after EXPO. There's not much time left until the exhibition, and construction is well underway. Underdevelopment of Tajikistan's transport system is slowing down the realization of the country's economic potential. Today, successful economic development of the country is not possible without stable means of transport within the country and access to the world transport systems. Does the country have opportunities to escape the transport-related isolation and thus give an impetus to the development of the national economy? You're about to find out. Geographic and landscape specificities are limiting and impeding the development of Tajikistan's transport communication. The country is located in a dead-end zone, and many projects may be dropped or not realized due to high logistical expenditures. That is why the country is very interested in the creation of transborder road arteries which will connect Tajikistan with the neighboring countries and provide access to distant markets. Currently, a number of projects are being initiated within the framework of construction of railroads, highways, which are directed at the realization of the transit potential of Central Asian countries. Tajikistan borders only two Central Asian countries, Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan. The road to Kazakhstan passes through these countries. Another regional neighbor, Turkmenistan, can be reached through the territory of North Afghanistan. By the way, in the near future, not only roads but also trunk highways will be built that will serve the entire region.
Мы также рассматриваем вопрос строительства железной дороги через территорию.
We're also considering the idea of building a railroad through the territory of Tajikistan, connecting Afghanistan, then Turkmenistan, and an exit to the Persian Gulf. Of course, there are proposals to go further north and continue this railroad connecting Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan, and thus access Russia.
Соединять Киргизию и Республику Казахстан, таким образом выйдя на Российскую Федерацию.
According to the assessment of Western experts, the transport and transit potential of Tajikistan has not been valued to its full potential. However, it is obvious that this country can become an economically beneficial corridor for all Central Asian countries. Each one of them can get a chance to profit along the entire transport corridor, since along its path, enterprises for the processing of goods can be established, and hence it will be possible to engage new power-generating capabilities. One way or another, for a region which is integrating actively into the global economy and expanding the geography of its trade, transport capacities should be ahead of economic growth. A student theater from Bishkek has been awarded the 2014 Choice of the Year prize. At some point, the small dance collective was called Debut. This was the beginning of their artistic life for a small group of enthusiasts. Only a couple of years later, they have transformed into a student dance theater with a new name, Mirrors. Our correspondent will tell us more about the life and its reflection in the mirror of the dance. The name Mirrors was chosen because of its meaning in English. As the students tell themselves, the name captures the meaning of what they do on the stage. With each production, they attempt to reflect all the interesting moments of a colorful life to show how interesting and diverse the world is. Sometimes it happens that we're just sitting around and hear some beautiful piece of music or find out about a new popular trend that affects our lives. And inspiration comes just like that, when we're together, talking, and we try to realize it on the stage. The young group has already staged many productions, from short dance plays to full-scale musicals. By the way, one of them earned the dance theater group a prestigious prize, Choice of the Year. The fact that after getting this prize, the group has staged this musical production more than 300 times attests to the greatness of their achievement. What's more, practically none of the members of the theater are professional actors. The only thing they have is dance, the language of the body and mind. I think it is less interesting to make a chair in arts and crafts class than to put on a play. And that is why they come here with enthusiasm, spend time here, even more than I do, because as a rule, I come in the final stages of the creative process. In order to diversify the plays, the theater group has a couple of vocalists. The repertoire includes not only classical pieces. The artists try to follow popular trends and put on plays that are relevant and touch upon socially related topics. In the last 5 years, our university has really transformed, and there's a movie, Only Old Men Go Into Battle, that depicts this. There they have a singing squadron, and we have a dancing university. Currently, the artists are preparing for a trip to the southern region of the country. There, they will stage a couple of interactive plays. Local students will be able to take part in them as well. Through this approach, members of the theater want to draw the attention of young people to current social problems. They are certain that their mission will be accomplished because they consider themselves not just dancers, but like-minded allies. And dance is an important element of their creative and mutual understanding. You are watching the Central Asian Report. Until next time on Kazakh TV.